I'm really hungry right now. And like I mean I am extremely hungry. Is my mic working? Okay, my mic's working. I'm very hungry, but I have a giant issue, and that giant issue is I don't know where to eat. I have no clue where I should go. And on paper, there are a lot of options, right? You got McDonald's, Raising Cane's. Someone's upstairs right now. I thought nobody was home. You got Raising Cane's, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. I got Culver's around here. That's a great place. Well, that's kind of a more regional place to the Midwest, I think. What else you got? Panda Express. There's Panda Express. But even still, with all these options, I don't know what to choose from. Chipotle. Chipotle would probably be the best option. You see, one of the main problems that I'm facing right now is that I eat too unhealthy. I don't have a healthy diet. All I eat is fast food. But the only thing I know to eat is fast food. You know, like those are the only places I eat from. So realistically, I have all these options, right? But I can't choose any of them. Like, I don't want to because I know it's unhealthy. And I'm trying to live past 27 years old. I'm trying to live past that point. So Chipotle would probably be the right option. And you also might be saying to yourself, too, well, if you're trying to eat healthier, why don't you just make home-cooked meals? Make yourself some eggs. I can't make myself eggs. I can't make myself home-cooked meals. It's kind of a weird thing. It's a weird situation. I'll describe it to you. My dad doesn't really like the smell of eggs or like grilled chicken or any of that stuff. So that's kind of all off limits. That's all, off limits. So I can't really. It's hard to make home cooked meals just because it makes the house smell bad. So I can't go down that route. I have to eat out. But the problem with eating out, if you notice, there's not really a lot of good places to eat out at. Chipotle is the only option. Chipotle is realistically the only option that I can go with right now. The only issue with Chipotle is that I know it won't fill me up. Whenever I get a bowl at Chipotle, I know for a fact, for an 100% fact, that it will not fill me up. The only two things I get in my bowl at Chipotle are chicken and rice. That's the only thing I get. I get triple chicken and rice. You may be saying to yourself, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's all you get? Seriously? Yes, I'm a very picky eater. I don't like vegetables. Let me rephrase that. I'm not a picky eater. I'm the perfect eater. I have the perfect taste palette. I basically just like what that means is my taste palette is the right taste palette, and everybody else who eats all that other shit, you all got it wrong. Basically, what I'm saying is you're calling me a picky eater. No, I have the perfect taste palette. All right, and that includes chicken and rice. No sour cream, no vegetables and shit. That all tastes horrible. And throwing celery or something into your bowl, it throws off the consistency a lot. Nobody wants the crunch of celery. Like when you're eating chicken and rice, the crunch, like the crunchy consistency that celery gives. Is it celery or is it lettuce? I might be talking about lettuce. Do you ever get celery and lettuce confused? I get celery and lettuce confused. I think I'm talking about lettuce. Sorry. I'm talking about lettuce here. The crunch consistency it gives with rice and chicken just does not go together. They do not work. Ruins it completely. And I also have a thing going on where celery makes me dizzy. I think that's just a me problem, though. I know that's not normal, but maybe it's placebo effect. But whenever I eat celery, for some weird reason, I just happen to get dizzy. Same thing with lasagna. Whenever I eat celery or lasagna, I happen to get dizzy from it. And there's no good explanation. I think it's probably because, and here's one of my working theories, I think it's probably because one time I ate lasagna and I just so happened to coincidentally been dizzy at the same time. So now I associate being dizzy and eating lasagna as the same things. So now whenever I eat lasagna, I just get dizzy because my brain's playing tricks on me. And that's probably the same thing with celery. But still, don't put celery on that bowl. It throws off the consistency a lot. It does it a lot. So, no good. But yeah, back to the main point. Those are the only two things I get on my bowl at Chipotle, and it doesn't fill me up. What does fill me up is Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A really fills me up. You know what I get at Chick-fil-A? I got Chick-fil-A yesterday. I get 30 chicken nuggets, large fries, and a large Coke, and I enjoy it. I devour it. I love it. And by the end of it, I'm sitting and rubbing my belly going, oh, like an absolute glutton. Like a complete and total glutton. And I love that feeling. I love that feeling of just eating a lot of food and feeling so, like, exhausted afterward. I know, it's freaky. It's a little bit freaky, I know. But it's just one of those things. Like, I just like being very tired and, like, bedridden after eating a bunch of food. It's just, it's sick. It's sick, I know, but it's one of those comforting feelings that I have. I'm almost sorry to admit it to you all today, but there you go. There's a fun fact of the day. Fun fact of the day about me. I love being a glutton. I love being a glutton, and I am a glutton. So deal with it. But yeah, Chick-fil-A, the only problem with Chick-fil-A is it's not healthy. I mean, I could get the grilled nuggets. I could go to Chick-fil-A and I can get the grilled nuggets, but those don't really taste too good. They don't taste bad. But it doesn't taste good. It tastes bland and it hurts. It doesn't hurt, but it's just... it's not optimal. Let me tell you something. What would be optimal is something that tastes very, very good and something that's very, very healthy. I need to find one food. I just need to find one food that I could eat 3 times a day for the rest of my life. That's all I need. That's all I need. And that, like, a type of food that's healthy enough that can probably let me live to at least... I want to go to 70. 72 years old. I could do... 72 would be the perfect age to die at. I've always told myself that I'm going to die probably at the age of 27 just because of my life habits. But if you take 27 and you flip it around and make it 72, I think that's the perfect age. 72 years old, I'd be content with that. I think I would have lived enough, seen enough, done enough at that point, I'd be fine. But unfortunately, Chick-fil-A is not going to get me there. Raising Cane's isn't going to get me there. McDonald's isn't going to get me there, albeit I don't like McDonald's. I have a slight disdain for McDonald's. I don't think it's that good. If I ever do go to McDonald's, I get a 20-piece chicken nugget, but I mean, those just get worse and worse and worse each time I go. It's like the workers there aren't even trying. They're not even trying to make the chicken nuggets good anymore. I also, well, here's the thing. The thing about McDonald's is I like breakfast more than I do lunch. So when it's lunch, I only get the 20 chicken nuggets. But when it's breakfast, I usually find myself getting a sausage egg McMuffin with no cheese or a sausage egg McGriddle with no cheese. In my opinion, the McGriddle's better. Whoever invented the McGriddle is a genius, let me tell you. Whoever invented the McGriddle is a fucking genius. Take 2 pancakes. You take 2 mini pancakes, inject them with syrup, then you put shit in between it. I don't even care if you actually put physical shit in between those 2 pancakes. I will eat it. It's such a genius idea. I'm like Homelander at the end of The Boys Season 5. I'll eat your fucking shit. I'll eat your fucking shit. That's me right now. Leave out the sucking cocks part. I'll give that to the other guy. Double it, give it to the next person. But I'll eat the shit. I'll eat the shit as long as it's in between the 2 McGriddle patties. Not on its own. I'm not a plain shit kind of guy. I don't like eating plain shit. Not my cup of tea. So, okay, Chick-fil-A's out, Cane's is out, McDonald's is out, Chipotle's probably out. Where do I go? There's nothing more frustrating than not knowing what to do. Nothing more frustrating than simply not knowing what to do. And I kind of think that's how this video is going to end. We're going to end in the same place we started. Nowhere. Nowhere. It almost feels poetic. Nowhere. We came from nothing and we become nothing. Jeez, that's just cynical. That is completely cynical. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's be a little more positive. Let's end on a more positive note, because I'm a positive Perry. Positive person. What's a good quote that inspires people? With great power comes great responsibility. Now, that's not motivating at all, actually. That's not motivating at all. If anything, that's kind of discouraging. It's discouraging to do more, because it's basically telling you if you do more, you'll have more to worry about. That's basically what with great power comes great responsibility means. With more stuff, doing more means you have to worry more. Mo money, more problems. Mo money, mo problems. Sorry. I said mo money, more problems. Mo money, mo problem. So yeah, that's kind of discouraging. What's a good quote? I'm going to end this on a good note. You guys are going to be able to sleep nicely tonight with a smile on your face. Speaking of sleep, little segue, you ever worry, like, when you're getting into your bed at night that someone's going to grab you from underneath the bed? Like, you ever worry, like, if you're standing too close to the end of your bed that, like, some hand's going to come underneath and grab your foot? I get that feeling sometimes. Not good. Not fun. But still, that's worse. That's not even inspiring. That's like the opposite. That's scary. I'm not trying to scare anybody. 1 apple a day keeps the doctor away. No, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing there. Oh, here's a very inspiring quote. This one comes from Batman Begins. Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins. Alfred and Bruce Wayne, they were both at the bottom of an elevator. Like, while Wayne Manor was just, like, it was lit on fire. So then they ran down to the Batcave. But since, like, the place was on fire, the elevator kind of collapsed halfway down. And they fell to the bottom of the shaft. And Alfred and Bruce were sitting there. They were both conscious. And Bruce was really down on himself. You know, he felt defeated. And then Alfred looked at Bruce and he said, "Why do we fall?" Bruce said, "What?" And then Alfred repeated himself. Why do we fall? And then Bruce looked at him. And then Alfred said, "So we can learn to pick ourselves up." Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. That is an inspiring quote, and it came from a great movie, Batman Begins. There you go. We're ending this video on a good note. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Very well. Anyways, thank you for your time.